Hey there, welcome back. So today we will check the CompareTo method, and in here we have this very simple and easy to understand example. In this example we have a int variable result, and in result we would be storing the output from the CompareTo method. Moving forward, in this list of countries we have only one element at index 0. The element contains the value A, which is irrelevant. The name of the country won't be A, but for sake of simplicity the name is A, suppose, and then we are comparing this value A with A, right? And then definitely the output would be stored at result, and then we would be displaying result. The overall idea of this example is to show you how we can make use of CompareTo method, right? So this is pretty simple, and as these two entities are same, A and A are same, the output would be 0. So this program will give us output 0. Now how exactly CompareTo method will give us output? Let us check it out. Now for example, here is the line of code where we are comparing A with A, and we are storing the result in this variable result. So here is the part 1, which is before the CompareTo method, and then we have the part 2 where we are passing the part 2 of the compare method, the second party of the compare method. So part 1 is the first party, part 2 is the second party, and we are comparing part 1 with part 2. Now moving forward, let us check what should be the expected output. Now in here the rule says if part 1 and part 2 are same, the result would be 0. If part 1 is greater than part 2, the result would be greater than 0. It could be 1 and it could be more than 1 as well. The overall idea is the result would be a positive number. And if part 1 is smaller than part 2, then the result would be a negative number. It could be -1 or any other negative number. Now for example, in here part 1 and part 2 are 1, 1, then the result would be 0. Part 2 is 2 and part 1 is 1, means part 1 is greater than part 2, then we will get a positive number. And if part 1 is smaller than part 2, part 1 is 1 and part 2 is 2, then we will get a negative number. So this is a overall idea how the CompareTo method will work. Let us quickly navigate to Eclipse and let us code a very small and easy to understand program. Now moving forward, let us quickly compare two elements. So in here, first of all, I will type in string x equals maybe A. Let me copy this line of code and paste it in here. And this time I will give the name as Y and I will give the value as B. And let's quickly add in a sysout statement. And in here I will type in x.compareTo and I will pass in Y. Right? And now if we execute, the value of A is smaller than B, then definitely the output is negative. Now for example, if I make X as B, then definitely A and B are same, so the output is 0. And if I make X as C maybe, then the output would be positive, which is cool. Now if I change the data type of these two variable as int maybe, then what would be the impact? Let me show you. Int x equal to 1 and int y equal to 2. Then CompareTo method will not able to compare these two variable because these are variable and not objects. CompareTo method will only work on objects. Now what is the solution if we would like to compare two int entity? We can either create a class which will implement a int variable, and we can add in the constructor and getters and setters, and alternatively we can mark this as integer. So integer class is already available to us, and I will mark this as integer again. So now the error got vanished and our program should work properly, right? So let me make x as 2 as well. Again, this is working, and let me make x as 3, then the output should be a positive number, which is perfect. So this is how the CompareTo method works, and the knowledge of CompareTo method is important because in our next video we will dig deep into the concept of comparison, sorting, and how this works in custom objects. Thanks for watching and take care.